So if you're watching this, then you're probably trying to start a marketing agency, or you've already got a marketing agency and you're struggling to get amazing results for your clients. But don't worry, after watching this video, you're going to have my exact strategy that allows me to get a 14x ROI on my ad spend on my Facebook ads for my clients, so you can implement this exact system I'm going to share with you and get results for your own clients. Because I feel like, when I started YouTube, the biggest problem was that you see all these gurus and things like that, they're like, just get on the phone, start getting clients.
Oh, pick up the phone and start dialing.
But, I did this and I ended up getting my first 3 clients and I lost them all pretty much straight away. Because I didn't know how to deliver amazing results. So I want to save you the time and heartache of losing clients and show you how to circumnavigate that and, from the get-go, do expert level service delivery. So I'm going to show you systems that have literally generated millions in revenue, and you're going to have it at your fingertips and be able to implement this for your own agency. So let's jump on the Mac. So we're on the Mac now, and I wanted to share with you my exact system that allows me to actually get results for my clients. Because if you're a lead gen agency and you think your job is just to deliver leads, Facebook leads, run a lead form ad and then give the lead to the client, and you think you're going to keep a client a long time, then you're completely wrong. And the only reason I don't say this in a condescending way, I tell you because I want you to learn from my mistakes and not make this mistake with your agency, because you don't know how disheartening it is if you try so hard, you do all your cold outreach, you get your first client, and then you lose them after a few months because you don't actually know how to deliver on the promises or deliver on the service delivery. So that's why I'm actually going to solve this issue with you today, so you'll never have this problem again, because you'll know exactly what to do. So if we look at this here and we go on this graph, I'm just going to zoom in. So you imagine here we can see Facebook lead. This is where you're running your basic lead generation campaign. You've got your ad right, you're getting leads coming through, and then the person sees the ad, they click on the ad, and then they submit the lead. And then, what people think they do at this point, they think, that's fine, I'm going to just give this to my client, they can follow up with them, they can ring them. But what you need to realize is what we perceive as value and what the client perceives as value are completely different things. So what we might perceive as value is cheap, high volume of leads, but to them, they want leads that actually convert. And, especially moving into sort of 2024, the difference that changes, it is cheaper to do lead generation on Facebook using lead forms rather than sending people to your website, because the tracking is just not as good anymore after the iOS 14 update. However, what I have found from this is it does tend to be lower quality leads, because you just get people who see the ad and they just auto-fill the details straight away. So how can you ensure that, they're actually getting value out of the leads and actually converting these people? So the number one thing you can do, and it's using Zapier. So I'm not going to do a demonstration how to use Zapier. I'm going to tell you exactly how to use it, and then you can just watch a simple tutorial on actually how to set up a Zapier thing. But essentially, instead of just having a lead coming through and it just sitting in the dashboard waiting for the client to see it and then ring them, if that's how you do it, then you're actually going to set up a Zapier notification that will send a text message to the client with the lead details. So as soon as that lead comes through, Zapier is connected to it, so it's going to send a text straight to the client's phone, so they're going to know to ring that person straight away. Because one of the main reasons, that really pisses clients off, or they don't like, or would represent a low quality lead, is the client, the prospect doesn't even answer. So they sign up for a lead form and then they can't even get in touch with them. So how do we solve this issue? So we solve this issue by getting them on the phone as soon as possible. So as soon as they fill their details in, you want the client to then speak to them straight away, get them in the conversation while it's still fresh in the mind, while it's still a hot lead, and this is the best way to do it. So as you can see here, Zapier sends a text to the client rings, and then they would record the feedback. So I'm going to show you this. This is literally a game changer for you. So if you're in the lead gen niche, this is going to absolutely change your game. And if you show this to a client, they're going to think, wow, you really know what you're doing. So I'm just going to type it in here, and I'll actually leave this in the comments for you, and shout out to not in the comments, in the description, shout out to Charlie for giving me this. But essentially what you can see here is you've got your ad spend, your impressions, your CPM, your clicks, and this just gives you a full picture of the whole system. So if there's ever an issue and the client's complaining about something, you'll be filling this in every day when you're spending money on ads, and they'll be filling in the pink side, red, and you'll be filling in the blue side. And then what you can do, if the client's like, oh, the lead's not converting, then you can look at here and say, well, how many calls have you done today? And they'll be like, oh, well, I've done none. Well, that's the issue. Or, if it's just not getting any clicks, you might think, well, I need to change the ad. Or, if it's, they're not showing up for sales calls, this is the show up rate essentially, and you can think about, well, how can I set up a CRM notification to notify clients, 15 minutes before, half an hour before, a day before. So this literally is a game changer. And you know, this is going to absolutely change the game for service delivery, because you can literally identify the problem wherever it is. You can look at this sheet, and it's going to get filled in daily. As I said, you'll fill in your bit, and then the client will have a version of this as well that they'll fill in. And you know, you can just identify any problem straight away, and you don't understand how valuable this is. So I'll leave this in the description for you. So then, as you can see here, if we go back to this graph, you know, if they don't answer, then what do we do with it? Because, you know, a lot of people, even sometimes 67% of people, don't answer the first time you try and ring them. So you then need to run them through a no answer sequence. And, you know, ChatGPT 4 has actually even got this good now. And, you know, I've read many marketing books on how to write email sequences, but you can actually get ChatGPT to write this for you. And you can ask it to write you a 5 email sequence that's going to educate and the nurture, and you'll tell it what niche you're in, what the product is, what you're trying to sell to them, and you know, it's just going to craft you an amazing email sequence. And the whole point of this is because a lot of the time, even if someone fills in their details, they're still really cold. This is the first time they've ever seen your business, or you know, the client, if that's who you're advertising around it. And you know, they need to know who you are. They need some value, need some education from you. So what you can do in this email sequence is, people that don't answer, they're going to see the emails, they're going to get a free piece of value, you're going to educate them whatever the problem is. They're going to think, oh wow, I trust this person a little bit more. And then the next email, the skepticism goes down and the trust goes up a little bit more as you deliver some value to them. And then you do it with the third email, and then you drop the call to action to get them back onto a call. So you'll say, you know, booking a call with us here, or you know, reply to this email to get one of the 5 spots that are left. This system is absolutely amazing, and you know, it seems pretty simple, and people always sort of advertise this, go high level and everything like that. But down the line, yeah, that might be necessary. But literally, when you're starting up, and you can do this to 100 grand a month and use a simple system like this, and it's so powerful. So you just got to make sure that you've got the text automated, so they're following up with them as soon as possible, getting them on the phone, and then anyone that doesn't answer, you're not just letting them go cold and just be a dead lead, because at the end of the day, the client has paid for them lead. So you want to warm them back up, give them some, you know, free education, educate them over email, and then bang, you get them to book in another call with you. And if you implement this system for your business, you're going to get such better results. It'll be absolutely unbelievable. So if you have any questions on this at all, you know, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to, you know, talk about how to do this. Yes, there is more complicated versions you can do, so you can do like multiple follow-ups where it sends them emails and things like that, and text notifications, which I'll probably make another video on. But for now, if you want to get amazing results for your clients, all you need to remember is, you don't just give them the leads, you need to actually make sure that person is converting, or you know, need to make sure that the person is getting on the phone with them and the prospects following up with them as soon as possible. And you can literally sign up for Zapier, and I think it's about £20 a month, and it's an absolute game changer. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them. And if you like this style of video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll make some more tutorial type videos.